ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
So, very good morning. Previous class we discussed about potentiometer and applications of potentiometer. Actually that is the end of current electricity topic, but still we can discuss about two things in this: how the galvanometer converts into ammeter and how the galvanometer converts into voltmeter. How the galvanometer converts into ammeter, how the galvanometer converts into voltmeter. What is meant by ammeter, what is meant by voltmeter? So, ammeter means this is the device to measure the current. Ammeter is used to measure the current and voltmeter is used to measure the potential or voltage. So, that is the two devices. So, how this galvanometer converts into ammeter and voltmeter, let us discuss about this. Before going to this, first we can discuss about what is meant by shunt. What is meant by shunt? Exact meaning of shunt is shunting, in the sense protecting. What is meant by shunt? Shunting means protecting. That is, so best example, for example, if any for example some students doing odd things in the campus or in class, so definitely the teacher will give punishment to those students. So punishment, that means the teacher will do one slap, that is shunting. What is the meaning of that shunting? What is the meaning of that shunting? Shunting in the sense protecting from uneven things, protecting, shunt, that means why the teacher gives the slap to the students? Because of his misbehavior. Because of his misbehavior the teacher gives one slap. So, to protecting the student from that misbehavior, the teacher gives shunting to the student. In the same way, here also the shunt means, for example, shunt means a small resistance that connects in parallel to the galvanometer to protect the galvanometer from high currents. So, that is the meaning of the shunt. A small resistance that connects in parallel to the galvanometer. So, that let us say this is the galvanometer. So, this is the galvanometer. So, for example, let I be the current passing here. Let I be the current passes here. If the huge amount of current passes through the circuit, maybe the galvanometer may be damaged. If the huge amount of current passes through the galvanometer, maybe this galvanometer damaged. To protect this galvanometer, we are connecting a small resistance in parallel to it. A small resistance in parallel to it. So, due to this, current divides here. Small resistance in parallel combination. In parallel combination, potential remains constant. So, that means IR is equals to constant, I proportional to 1 by R. In case of parallel, these two are in parallel. In parallel combination, current is inversely proportional to resistance. A small resistance connects in parallel. A small resistance connects in parallel to the galvanometer. Small resistance means more amount of current passes through this resistance. Small resistance, let us say S. So that means if this resistance is small, more amount of current passes, so that means the galvanometer must be safe. So that means what is the meaning of the shunt? Protecting, here it is. Shunt is the protecting. So to protect the galvanometer from high currents, a shunt is connected. The same way, why the teacher gives punishment to the students or shunting to the students? That is to protecting. Same concept it is. See here. So that is called shunt. A small resistance that connects in parallel to the galvanometer to protect the galvanometer from high currents. So for example, if there is no shunt, if a huge amount of current passes, then the galvanometer may be damaged. So that is to protect that small amount of resistance connected in parallel. Due to this resistance is small, current is maximum. So maximum current passes through this. So that is, then the galvanometer is safe. This is called shunt. Now come to the topic, ammeter. Ammeter is a device to measure the current. It is a device used to measure the current. It is used to measure the current in the circuits. Next, how the ammeter is developed. That means how the ammeter, what is the ammeter? So that means a shunt resistance connected to the galvanometer in parallel. A shunt resistance connected to the galvanometer in parallel. This arrangement acts as ammeter. This arrangement acts as ammeter. So that means, so what is the circuit arrangement of ammeter? In the sense, this total arrangement acts as ammeter. This is I and the current divides here. Next, one more thing very important, ammeter is always connected in series. Connected series in the circuits. Ammeter always connected in series. This total arrangement is called ammeter. That is the device. That ammeter is always connected in series in the given circuit. Why it is connected in series? In case of series combination, current does not divide. Same amount of current passes through all the elements. So that's why to measure the total amount of current or whatever is the total current passes through the circuit, then the ammeter must connect in series. So in case of series combination, current does not divide. Whatever is the number of elements connected, same amount of current passes through all elements. So that's why ammeter must connected in series. So this is about ammeter. First, ammeter is used to measure current. So which one is acts as ammeter? A shunt resistance connected to the galvanometer in parallel. So this is shunt resistance means a small resistance. Shunt resistance means a small resistance connected in parallel to the galvanometer. This acts as ammeter. So ammeter is always connects in series in the given circuit. Now let us say what working of the ammeter. How much amount of shunt is connected? Like that. Let's calculate about that. See here, Let us say this is the galvanometer, this is the shunt. So this is the current I and this is the current Ig and this is current Is. This is S and this is G. Here where I is the total current and here Ig is galvanometer current, Is is shunt current. Ig is the current passes through the galvanometer and Is is the current passes through the shunt. Next, G is resistance of galvanometer, resistance of galvanometer. So G is the resistance of the galvanometer and S is shunt resistance. S is the shunt resistance. Shunt resistance means it is the small resistance. So these are the terms involved with this. I is the total current, Ig is galvanometer current, Is is the shunt current, G is the resistance of the galvanometer and S is the shunt resistance. Now from the Kirchhoff junction law we can write I is equals to Ig plus Is. I is equals to Ig plus Is. So that is total current passes towards the junction is equals to sum of the currents passing away from the junction. So I is equals to Ig plus Is. Next, potential across the galvanometer must be equal to potential across the shunt resistance, because galvanometer and shunt must be in parallel. Galvanometer and shunt must be in parallel. So that's why potential across the galvanometer must be equal to potential across the shunt. So that's why potentials are same. Then we can write IgG, next IS. Potential V is equals to IR. According to Ohm's law, potential V is equals to IR. That's why Vg is equals to Vs. Potential across the galvanometer must be equal to potential across the shunt. So Vg, that is equals to IgG, that is equals to ISS. Now here, but Ig can be written as I minus Is. In place of Ig we can write I minus Is. So that is equals to ISS. Next, Ig minus Isg is equals to ISS. Ig is equals to Isg plus ISS. So Ig is equals to Is common G plus S. So therefore, what is the current passes through the shunt? Ig divided by G plus S. Current passes through the galvanometer, current passes through the shunt, Is is equals to Ig divided by G plus S. What is I? Total current, and G is the galvanometer resistance, and this G is galvanometer resistance and S is the shunt resistance. So this is total current passes through the circuit, current passes through the shunt. In the same way here, IgG is equals to, in place of Is we can write I minus Ig into S. So let us say from this S is equals to IgG by I minus Ig. So S is equals to G divided by I minus Ig divided by Ig. So S is equals to G by I by Ig minus 1. I by Ig minus 1. So that means, so that is, if I is equals to Nig, or Ig is equals to 1 by n, Ig is equals to I by n, then S is equals to G by n minus 1. So, what is the meaning of this is, so S is equals to from this Ig G by I minus Ig, and this Ig come to the denominator, then this becomes I by Ig minus 1, or Ig is equals to I by n. So, I by Ig is equals to n we can consider. That means, if the total current is I, if 1 by nth of the total current passes through the galvanometer, 1 by nth of the current passes through the galvanometer, how much amount of shunt resistance is connected? How much amount of shunt resistance is connected? This is the formula, and this is the principle of shunt. This is the principle of shunt. What is the meaning of this is, so based on this, S is equals to G by n minus 1, G by n minus 1. Here the concept is, if only 1 by nth of the only 1 by nth of the current passes through the galvanometer, only 1 by nth of the total currents passes through the galvanometer, how much amount of shunt to be connected? How much amount of shunt to be connected? That is the concept. S is equals to G by n minus 1, and this is called the principle of the shunt. This is called principle of the shunt. So, this is the concept. So, from this again we can write it as Igg is equals to Is minus Igs. So, Igg plus Igs is equals to Is. So, Ig common, G plus S, that is equals to Is. Ig is equals to Is by G plus S. So, that is the galvanometer current, and this is the shunt current, and this is the galvanometer current, and this is called the principle of the shunt. This is called principle of the shunt. S is equals to G by n minus 1. What is the meaning of the principle of shunt? In the sense, if only 1 by nth part of the total current, only 1 by nth part of the total current passes through the galvanometer, how much amount of shunt to be connected? So, S is equals to G by n minus 1. What is G? Galvanometer current, resistance of the galvanometer. G is the resistance of galvanometer. So, this is the ammeter, and this one. Is is equals, how can you calculate shunt current? How can you calculate galvanometer current? How can you calculate the shunt, and what is the principle of the shunt? And this is about ammeter or shunt. So, small amount of resistance connected in parallel, that is called shunt, and this arrangement acts as ammeter. Now, next here, let us say an ammeter whose range is 0 to I1, one ammeter whose range is 0 to I1. So, to convert this ammeter range to 0 to I2, here I2 must be greater than I1. So, an ammeter whose range is 0 to I1, to convert this ammeter range from I1 to I2, or that means 0 to I1 to 0 to I2, where I2 must be greater than I1. So, how much amount of shunt to be connected? how much amount of shunt to be connected. How much amount of shunt to be connected. So that is equals to shunt is equals to, we can write G by I2 by I1 minus 1. G by I2 by I1 minus 1. So heavier current by lower current minus 1. So this is the shunt to be connected to increase the range of the ammeter. S is equals to G by I2 by I1 minus 1. So in the previous case we wrote I by Ig minus 1, that is the principle of shunt. Here too we are increasing the range of the ammeter. So the deflection range 0 to I1, let us say 0 to 50 readings, or next this convert into 0 to 100, that is. So like this is ammeter and its applications. Next, what is meant by the voltmeter? Voltmeter. Voltmeter means this is the device to measure potential or voltage in the circuit. It is a device used to measure the potential or voltage in the given circuit, that is called voltmeter. So voltmeter is a device. How can the galvanometer converts into voltmeter? A large resistance connected in series to the galvanometer. This arrangement acts as voltmeter. This arrangement acts as voltmeter. So that is a large resistance connected in series to the galvanometer. Large resistance connected in series to the galvanometer, so that acts as a voltmeter. Let us say this is galvanometer and this is the high resistance, and let us say it is G. This arrangement acts as voltmeter. So this is voltmeter, a large resistance connected in series to the galvanometer, and what is the use? It measures potential. It measures potential in the given circuits. How the voltmeter connected? Voltmeter always connected in parallel. To the given circuits. Because in parallel combination potential remains constant. So voltmeter always connected in parallel to the given circuits. So this arrangement acts as voltmeter. So come to the condition now again. So let us say it is the galvanometer and it is resistance, high resistance, and this is connected to the external circuit. So total potential is equals to potential across the galvanometer plus potential across the high resistance. potential across the galvanometer plus potential across the high resistance. Then V is equals to, it is I into G plus IR. Therefore, V is equals to I into G plus R. V is equals to I into G plus R. So, this is the situation. So, this is the total potential, these two are in series combination. Total potential is equals to sum of individual potentials, potential across the galvanometer and potential across the high resistance. V equals to Ig plus IR. So, V equals to I into G plus R. V equals to I into G plus R. So, that is. So, now if we want to increase the range of voltmeter to n times, how much resistance is connected in series? If we want to increase the range of the voltmeter to n times, how much resistance to be connected in series? How much resistance to be connected in series? So, here V is equals to N into Vg, N times the galvanometer potential. So, total potential is equals to N times the galvanometer potential. Then here we know V is equals to Vg plus Vr. So, NVG is equals to Vg plus Vr. So, NVG minus Vg is equals to Vr. So, N minus 1 into Vg is equals to Vr. So, N minus 1 into Vg is Ig is equals to IR. So, R is equals to N minus 1 into G. If we want to increase the range of the voltmeter to n times, how much resistance is connected in series? How much resistance is? So, range of the voltmeter becomes n times. Range of the voltmeter becomes n times the voltage of the galvanometer. So, that means V is equals to Vg plus Vr. Here V is equals to Vg plus Vr. V becomes n times the Vg. So, that means n times the potential of the galvanometer, n times the potential across the galvanometer. So, that is equals to Vg plus Vr. So, NVG minus Vg. So, Vg can be written as Ig, current into resistance, is equals to Vr, IR, II gets cancelled. R is equals to n minus 1 into G. R is equals to n minus 1 into G. So, this is the voltmeter, and this is how much amount of resistance connected in series to increase the range of the voltmeter to n times, that is n minus 1 into G. This is voltmeter and this. Next, how can you convert voltmeter to ammeter or ammeter to voltmeter? So, for example, here an ammeter measure current. To convert ammeter to voltmeter, what we can do? A large resistance connected in series. Large resistance connected in series. So, that arrangement converts into voltmeter. So, how can you convert? To convert voltmeter to ammeter, a small resistance connected in parallel, small resistance connected in parallel. So this is the, how can you convert voltmeter to ammeter? So this is the concept. So this is the shunt, ammeter and voltmeter, like this. How can you convert these, all these? Next. So here one example problem. A galvanometer of resistance 20 ohms is shunted by 2 ohms resistor. A galvanometer of resistance 20 ohms is shunted by 2 ohms resistor. What part of the main current flows through the galvanometer? What part of the main current passes through the galvanometer? So that is given that G is equals to 20 and S is equals to 2. Now find what part of the main current passes through the galvanometer. Ig by I we have to calculate. How can you calculate? Ig is equals to, what is the formula? Is by G plus S. That means Ig by I is equals to 2 by 20 plus 2, 2 by 22. That means 1 by 11th part. 1 by 11th part of the current passes through the galvanometer. So that is the condition. So next. Next example. A galvanometer has a resistance of 98 ohms. Galvanometer has a resistance of 98 ohms. If only 2% of the main current passes through the galvanometer, what should be the value of the shunt? Only 2% of the current passes through the galvanometer. So that means Ig by I is equals to 2%. So that is 2 by 100. So that is 1 by 50, or I by Ig is equals to 50. So shunt to be connected, G by I by Ig minus 1, or S is equals to G by N minus 1. This is the principle of shunt we discussed already. So G is given as 98 divided by 50 minus 1, 98 by 49. So 2 ohms. Shunt to be connected is 2 ohms. So next example. A maximum current of 0.5 milliampere can be passes through the galvanometer of resistance 20 ohms. Calculate the resistance to be connected in series to convert into a voltmeter of range 5 volts. Current I is equals to 5 milliamperes. 5 into 10 power minus 3 amperes. Galvanometer resistance is galvanometer resistance is given as 20 ohms. Calculate the resistance to be connected in series, so that it converts into voltmeter of range 5 volts. So V is equals to 5 volts. How much amount of resistance to be connected in series? Because, so we know V is equals to Vg plus Vr. Phi is equals to Ig plus IR. I is 5 into 10 power minus 3 into G is given as 20 plus 5 into 10 power minus 3 into R. So, phi is equals to 5 into 100, that is 0.1 plus 5 into 10 power minus 3 into R. So, 4.9 divided by 5 into 10 power minus 3 is equals to R. 4.9 into 10 cube divided by 5 is equals to R. 4900 by 5. So, therefore, R is equals to 5 9s are 45, 50, 40 sorry, 980 ohms. Next problem, a galvanometer has a resistance of 100 ohms. Galvanometer has a resistance of G is equals to 100 ohms. A current of 10 power minus 3 amperes passes through the galvanometer. Ig is equals to 10 power minus 3 passes through the galvanometer. How it can be converted into ammeter of range 10 amperes? Ammeter of range 10 amperes. So, that means I is equals to 10. I is equals to 10 means I by Ig is equals to 10 by 10 power minus 3, that is 10 power 4. So, 10,000. So, therefore, shunt to be connected G by n minus 1, 100 by 10,000 minus 1. So, 100 by 9999, approximately it is 0.01, sorry 999, sorry 999. Next condition, how it converts into voltmeter of range 10 volts. Voltmeter of range 10 volts, how it converts into voltmeter of range 10 volts. So, voltmeter means we know the currents, V is equals to Vg plus Vr. So, 10 is equals to current Igg plus IR, same amount of current here. So, because these are in series, 10 power minus 3 into G is 100 plus 10 power minus 3 into R. So, 10 is equals to, it is 0.1 plus 10 power minus 3 R. So, 10 minus 1, 9.9 is equals to 10 power minus 3 R. R is equals to 9.9 by 10 power minus 3. So, 9900 ohms. So, this is the way to calculate the problems in this. That is about shunt and voltmeter, ammeter and voltmeter.